Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTBase.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 37th Commitments of Traders Report of 2025. And as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. As you can see, we are analyzing the classic COT report type, futures and options data combined, and we're analyzing the net positions. So net positions, of course, we're talking about traders here. Okay, so COT data basically breaks up open interest into three main trader category when it comes to classic COT report types. We've got commercials, we can call them hedgers. They're in the markets for hedging purposes, really. We've got speculators, large, who reach those reporting limits, and then we have non-reportables, or as we call them, small speculators in blue. These are net positions of these traders. I should point out, if you're new to COT analysis, here at COTBase.com, you'll find a lot of educational material, not only in written format, but we have some very useful videos as well that can guide you through the analysis process step by step. Of course, we're here to help you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment underneath the video or send us an email to info@cotbase.com. Let's get started. The Brazilian real is on top of our list with a 24% change, a bearish COT change signal. The red color, of course, indicates that. You can see the change size being larger than average. It is a bearish change signal suggesting weakness coming in the next few days. Moving to a 5 years chart, we can see COT extremes present in the market. You can see that on this 5 years time horizon, commercials have been moving between roughly 50,000 contracts net short and 50,000 contracts net long, whereas large speculators just the opposite. Right now, we are at a little bit over 50,000 contracts net short for commercials. This is a bearish COT extreme, so of course we have both of our major signals pointing downwards. That's something we can definitely conclude. Now, if you want to go even further than that, then I would like to recommend trying the iCOT Intraday Indicator. This is a unique indicator that we developed after many years of research, bringing COT analysis down into the shorter time frames. Okay, so it's a tool that we developed, and there's an amazing benefit using it because it can help you execute trades. As you can see, we have these lines underneath the price chart. We can call them speculators and commercials. However, it's not the COT data directly from CFTC, but actually our own unique data. And it is available on a 1 minute candlestick chart if you want. So it's really working in real time. It's an amazing tool. I would strongly recommend giving it a try if you can. Let me show you what it's capable of. We're going to start with a very wide time frame, a daily chart on the Brazilian real. Okay, you can see that at this top, I would say this one's the most beautiful. One of the most beautiful signals on this chart. We have this stripe signal. These vertical lines happen when both commercials and large speculators reach an extreme. Okay, bearish, of course, represented with the red color, and green representing opportunities on the long side. Here's a 1 hour candlestick chart on this market. Once again, beautiful signals at the tops and some nice signals at the bottoms. And here, last but not least, we have a 5 minute candlestick chart catching a lot of these downwards moves. So a wonderful tool to supplement classic COT analysis. If you would like to give it a try, then do let me know, and let's talk about it. So here's the next market, sugar, 17% change over here. Again, much greater than average. Let me see, just by eyeballing it, I'd say potentially, well, top three, I'd say top three. I mean, there's a pretty large bearish change signal over here just preceding this top. We have a significant bullish COT chain signal just around this bottom over here. Another larger than average bullish chain signal over here, a bearish chain signal. It seems like sugar is one of those markets where COT chain signals are actually quite efficient. Moving to a 5 years chart, we can see that not only do we have a bullish COT chain signal, but actually we have a significant bullish COT extreme. We have not seen commercials or large speculators at these net position levels for at least 303 reports. So that's significant. it is suggesting higher prices to come in the medium to long term. The next market is going to be crude oil, 13% change in crude. Again, a bit larger than average, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's too big to really consider. Nevertheless, it is pointing upwards, suggesting higher prices in the near term. And 5 years chart showing us a bullish COT Extreme, suggesting higher prices in the medium to long term. Moving on to large speculator COT Extreme analysis, we've got metals complex on top of our list. This is unique to COTBase. We actually take the sector markets, which in this case, of course, you can see gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, and then we combine the COT data of these individual markets into a one huge data set to really get an understanding of the entire complex. Lean hogs is going to be our first market. Let's just open this on a larger time frame or larger chart, I should say. 5 years chart, all-time COT Extreme. So what does an all-time COT Extreme mean? It means that in the entire history of COT data, and mind you, we are talking about futures and options data combined, we have never seen traders at these levels. Okay, so it's a significant extreme, suggesting lower prices to come. Okay, it's a very, very significant extreme. You can see how lean hogs performed in the past at these COT extremes. Okay, it seems to me that these bearish extremes were effective in the past, so I think there's definitely a reason to take this seriously. Crude oil we talked about, sugar we talked about. Let's jump over to Mexican peso. 64 report extreme over here. So just looking at the number doesn't really mean too much. But you can see large speculators were here a bit over a year ago. Okay, it is showing what is it showing? The last extreme that was strong enough to push prices in a direction was the one over here in January of this year, a bullish extreme around this bottom. Now it wasn't, all time or anything close to it, right? You can see on this 5 years chart that we have experienced greater extremes. Nevertheless, because it took the market so much time to reach those levels, if you were to put a 2 or 3 year look back COT index on it, then you would definitely see high readings over here, which is a signal of a COT extreme. Now we are moving away from those levels. Have we reached a bearish extreme? Well, you just got to go back to 2024, a bit over a year ago, year and a half, let's say, to see how bearish traders can be. And we're not there. We're not there right now. So I'd say the last extreme extreme signal that is actually affecting the market is still in place, pushing the market higher. Okay, last but not least, we have the euro British pound currency pair. Here we have a 38 report extreme, so not even a year since we've seen large speculators at these levels. So it's not an extreme that I would really consider. That being said, I'd like to point out that when you see a market like this that has its own futures contract, it has its own open interest, thus it has COT data on it, but it consists of two separate currencies, you may want to consider, actually I would strongly suggest considering analyzing the euro and the British pound separately to come to a conclusion on which one you deem stronger. Okay, it may actually be more beneficial than simply looking at the euro British pound market in itself. Now, that is going to be all for this review. Of course, there's a lot to do here at COTBase.com. If you are trading a specific market, let's say gold for that instance, you can actually choose the gold market and find everything that there is, all the different data sets. Mind you, these are all chartable. You can check them out and really do your analysis on individual charts if you wish. If you are a pro member, you can actually download the data. Yeah, there's a lot of tools available. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit that like button. And I hope you will have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Goodbye.